$0.7 million on widening Glogstadt Road. We're going to add a fourth lane through the commercial district. That road sees about 17,000 cars a day, and expected by 2020 to have, I think, 30,000 cars a day on it. So it's way over capacity. About 10,000 cars a day is what a two-lane road is designed for. So it's about at 170% capacity right now. Governing District 2 in this state is a massive undertaking itself, because we're one of the fastest growing districts in the state. We're busting at the seams with our infrastructure, and we're doing everything we can to get as much money in here as possible to get these projects underway. Something that the board has been working on for a while now, and I'm sure some of you guys have seen in the news or on the internet, is the Reunion Interchange. It's going to be a bridge that goes from Union Parkway over to Parkway East, or right by the Xerox building. So it's going to be a bridge that goes over the interstate, and eventually there's going to be ramps connecting the bridge to the interstate. And from all signals that I could see, the legislature is going to either fund the whole entire bridge this session or fund the majority of it. And it's going to be a county project. The money's going to go to the county, dispersed by the county, but it's going to be overseen by Federal Highway and the Mississippi Department of Transportation. So that's going to be a huge plus for Madison County, because all that land by the Xerox building, I know y'all see it, it's all vacant. We're hoping it's going to be an economic boom, because people are going to be able to get over there and shop. And we actually already have property developers calling the county wanting to see about acquiring that land. And the county actually ended up repossessing a large portion of that land, so we'll be able to get that off of us, back on the tax rolls, and hopefully developed in the near future. So that would be huge for us. I'm going to run through the neighborhood plan that we're fixing to start paving in conjunction with the city of Madison. Now, this is 50-50 match money. I think this will affect some of the guys in this room. If any of you guys live in Northridge subdivision, the county has voted $273,000 to match 50-50 money for the city of Madison for that neighborhood. Beaumont Drive is going to be repaid for $17,000. Danforth Drive, Derby Cove, Farewell Boulevard, Hazelton Drive, Helena Drive, Leeds Court, Newton Court, Owen Court, Turin Boulevard. County put $167,000 on Madison Avenue. If any of you guys ride Madison Avenue, you know it's in horrendous shape. So we've given the city the money to repay the portion that it's basically a total road bed failure. I think soon Mary and the city has ideas to widen the road, but until then, the road's just completely unsafe, and we're gonna have to put a coat on it before that happens. Oak Drive, and then we're gonna help the city redo the entrance to Cross Creek on Highway 51. So those are pretty much the road projects that we have for District 2 in the city. Just trying to think. I'll let Sheila talk about Weisenberger. Going to widen and raise that. That's pretty much all I got. I don't want to take up too much time. I've got so many speakers. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Guy?
A couple things, Troy. One is that what has taken place as far as GPS on the county equipment and keeping up with where it is?
I'm not sure that at this time every county piece of equipment has a GPS. I think the tractors do have. I know the trucks, the majority of the trucks, the majority of all the vehicles already have GPSs. Okay. And it's really handy, because when a tractor throws a rock or busts a window, or somebody claims that happens, and they give us a time and date, we can look at the GPS and either say, yeah, our tractor was there then, or no, our tractor wasn't. And it helps with those types of claims, and it helps, us regulate the county employees from speeding and dangerous driving. If we get any complaints, we can look, we can tell how fast they were going, where they were, things like that. So it's really helpful to have that.
Good. One other thing is that I live in Westport at Annandale, and we built our house and moved there June of '96. Tried desperately to get our roads fixed, because it was horrible, and the county did nothing. It wasn't until annexation and took place, and it was a $10 million project and we needed really 15 or 20. But there was no county money in that. Pay taxes the whole time. What I'd like you to do is look in the very near future. There's going to need to be some maintenance on those streets out there in all of Annandale. And all of us have been paying county taxes for that whole time, and we hadn't gotten anything for it. So I'd like you to, make a note of that and speak to that, amongst the other supervisors, that this needs to be a priority. They were completed, I think, in 2010. And we're looking at, it's been, say approximately 7 years, and we're beginning to have, some failures, some big cracks, and there's going to need to be some work out there. So maybe y'all can do some planning on that and talk about it.
I'll be glad to meet with y'all and discuss it. I know Annandale Drive is a road that's in pretty bad shape that we discussed helping out with. So, yeah, I'll be glad to meet with you.
Well, as I say, the thing is, we're citizens of the county, but we're now citizens of the city too. And if all of you hadn't looked at your little card you get with your taxes on it, you're paying more in county taxes than you are city taxes. And of course, taxes are paid with an expectation of some kind of services in return. And of course, I know that you and Sheila are newest members of the board up there, well, besides David. And you're not aware maybe of all the history and things of this nature, but when you pay taxes to an entity, a governmental body, for over 20 years and really hadn't seen anything back, that doesn't taste too good.
I understand.
But you've done good work and doing good leadership, and I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Does anybody else have any questions?
Craig Ed Smith, Geneva Gardens. What can you tell us about the Hoy Road project, the timeline, and anything on that?
I'm gonna let Sheila, that's your district, right?
Yes, you're not in my name. I don't know if you're in my district or not, but that's a city project. My understanding from Mary's people is that they still need 2 or 3 more lots to have all of the right of way. And I think that they're thinking they're going to start working on in 2019. The county has in the past, before Trey and I were on the board, volunteered to contribute $1.5 million based on the minutes that I read toward that project. And you already know that it'll be widened until you get to Bradford Place. Yeah. I live in North Bay, so I really think it'll work, even though it's not going to be widened all the way because the traffic is coming out at Hunter's Point. If we can keep them outside lane, I think that's great. The town will all be good. All right. Does that answer your question?
Guy, for mine now, is that 3-lane, is that a 3-lane with a turn lane? Hoy Road? It's not gonna be 4.
2 lane with the
2
turn.
lane with a turn lane, that's good.
Would you ask people to stand up when they have a question?
So we can hear 'em?
So we can hear 'em.
Okay. Does anybody else have any questions? Could you stand up?
I'm right here. Concerning Looksack Road, okay, it started out as a dirt road, gravel road, 2-lane, 3-lane, now it's going to 4-lane, and a bike path, from my understanding.
No, that's Bozeman. But when the federal government on projects now, sometimes they require a bike path, so to take the $4.5 million, we had to commit to a bike path.
Okay, so Gluckstadt's not going to get a bike path, although we have many bike riders on Gluckstadt Road during the week and on the weekend. And they're on there taking their life in their hands. And it's unfortunate because the drivers, and I would say quite a bit of the commercial developer drivers, Ready Mix, the Waste. I've even had school buses speeding on Gluckstadt, and I call. Okay, they knock down signs, they don't get replaced about the speed limit. It has several subdivisions that empty out to Gluckstadt that can't get out, they can't get in. You got Red Oak, you've got Ridgefield, you've got Arrington. I happen to live right on Gluckstadt. I take my life in my hand. Okay, you know, I live there. That land was developed way before all these projects. And as taxpayers, don't we have some right to safety? I know there's a lot of development going on there, but there are residences, at least 10 or 15 houses that exit onto Gluckstadt besides the subdivisions. So I just have the concern with the speed, the safety, and the exiting. You got school buses speeding.
Now, the exiting, it's my understanding that the old county engineer, a lot of those parking lots, the turn radius is too tight going, I'm sure some of y'all hit those curves going in those gas stations. We're gonna redesign those and start fresh to give it a wider turn radius going in and out of the service stations. As far as the houses being on the road, 4-lane, I mean, I personally believe the engineers believe that widening the road will make it safer. They're gonna extend the turn lanes in the Red Oak so people can get off the road faster to get into Red Oak, so they're not stopping in the middle of the road. But I'm not sure if I understand your question as far as safety. What are you asking us to do to make it safer?
Okay, the speeding and the speed limit signs that are knocked down are not replaced. So then people want to say, oh, we don't see a speed limit sign. Well, because somebody ran into it and knocked it down, it was never put back up, or nobody's enforcing, and I understand that then we don't have privatized police because we're not in the city, but if Gluckstadt ever got incorporated, we would. But there's a lot of revenue in those speeding tickets, and the contractors that are building, they should be required to have their safety enforcement people monitoring themselves.
We're hoping when the interchange is built and Bozeman's wide, it's gonna take a significant amount of traffic off Gluckstadt. People are gonna get on the interstate at the interchange and not Gluckstadt Road. That's the intention. That's what we think will happen.